In a recent global forum, Pakistan seized the opportunity to level what many see as baseless and damaging accusations against India, adhering to a historical trend of hostility and steadfast preoccupation with its neighbour. On the 24th of September, during the United Nations General Assembly session, Pakistan's interim Prime Minister Anwaar-ul-Haq Kakar, unsurprisingly, raised the contentious Kashmir matter. Nonetheless, India's response at the UNGA was unwavering as they dispatched the young diplomat to deliver a firm and unambiguous condemnation of Pakistan during the right of reply segment.
Once again, Pakistan utilized the international stage to promote unfounded and malicious allegations against India, a pattern consistent with its past behavior and persistent focus on India. On September 24th, during the United Nations General Assembly, Pakistan's interim Prime Minister Anwaar-ul-Haq Kakar predictably brought up the Kashmir issue. However, this time, India responded resolutely at the UNGA, fielding the young woman diplomat Petal Gehlot to condemn Pakistan in unequivocal terms during the right to reply.
I take the floor to exercise my delegation's right of reply to the statement delivered earlier in the general debate by the representative of Pakistan. Pakistan has become a habitual offender when it comes to misusing this august forum to peddle baseless and malicious propaganda against India. Member states of the United Nations and other multilateral organizations are well aware that Pakistan does so to deflect the international community's attention away from its own abysmal record on human rights. We reiterate that the Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are an integral part of India. Matters pertaining to the UTs of J&K and Ladakh are purely internal to India. Pakistan has no locus standi to comment on our domestic matters.
New Delhi also highlighted the human rights violations in Pakistan, saying that the country had a long history of persecuting its minorities, including Hindus, Sikhs, and Christians. Recent years have seen a distressing increase in targeted oppression and violence against religious minorities within the nation. One of the most severe human rights crises in Pakistan is the enduring violence in Balochistan province. The Baloch people have been striving for independence from Pakistan for decades, with Pakistani security forces facing accusations of committing serious human rights abuses in the region. Suspects are often detained without charge or convicted without a fair trial, leading to thousands of people being held in illegal military detention without due legal process. Furthermore, enforced disappearances in Balochistan have been a long stain on Pakistan's human rights record. The use of enforced disappearance by Pakistani security agents continues to play a significant part in their attempt to quell Baloch self-determination and constitutes a major human rights violation against the people of Balochistan. According to recent figures released by COIOED in July 2022, a total of 8,696 cases of missing persons have been reported, while 6,513 of these cases have been solved. 2,219 are still pending. Not only people in Balochistan are suffering violence against women and girls, including rape, murder, acid attacks, domestic violence, and forced marriage is endemic throughout Pakistan. Human rights defenders estimate that roughly 1,000 women are killed in so-called honor killings every year.
As a country with one of the world's worst human rights records, particularly when it comes to minority and women's rights, Pakistan would do well to put its own house in order before venturing to point a finger at the world's largest democracy. A glaring example of the systemic violence against minorities in Pakistan was the large-scale brutality perpetrated against the minority Christian community in Jaranwala in Pakistan's Faisalabad district in August 2023, where a total of 19 churches were gutted and 89 Christian houses were burnt down. Similar treatment has been meted out to the Ahmadiyas, whose places of worship have been demolished. The condition of women belonging to minority communities in Pakistan, notably Hindus, Sikhs, and Christians, remains deplorable. According to a recent report published by Pakistan's own Human Rights Commission, an estimated 1,000 women from minority communities are subjected to abduction and forced conversion and marriage in Pakistan every year.
Pakistan's continued efforts to raise the Kashmir issue at the UN are seen by many as an attempt to divert attention from its own domestic problems. Pakistan is facing a severe economic crisis and is also struggling to deal with the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan. It is high time that Pakistan stops using the UN platform to spread falsehoods about Kashmir. Pakistan should instead focus on addressing its own domestic problems and on promoting peace and stability in the region.